Welcome to match day 8 of the Simulation Soccer League. I'm Sock, being joined by Valpix here. We make the turnaround as the halfway point of the season has passed us, and the Division 1 sides have played a single round robin and now look to try and do some damage here on the return leg. Val, 4 matches lined up for us. What are we seeing for the replays here?
Yeah, I mean, it's, there's 5 teams separated right now by 4 points, with Accra just behind 5. But anything can happen in the second half. All it takes is one run, and you can be on top. And we start off with Accra versus Sydney. Sydney won the first match between these two teams back in week 1 by a score of 2-0. That was at home. And wow, we really aren't wasting any time. Accra coming out in a 4-3-3. And Sydney in a 4-1-3-2.
Yeah, but it seems like it's really been the Scarpetta brothers that have been the main factor for Sydney, along with Certified Problem behind them. They're really looking to make an impact as we are underway.
Yep, that is
on the side of Accra, what are you looking for?
I mean, the attack. Obviously, Konstantin Selic is a guy you want to keep an eye on. Kemoeatu is another guy. We say his name a lot when Accra are playing.
Now, one of the few Pacific Islanders in this league, as it looks like it's Kemoeatu on the attack early. Oh, that was a good tackle from goalkeeper. And Konstantin Selic puts a shot just over the top of the bar.
Now we got a corner. These were Accra's Achilles heel a couple weeks ago against, I believe it was Catalunya. They gave up 5 goals off a corner. So that's another thing to watch for.
Yeah. That time, though, they were able to send it out by Kemoeatu, but now an attack developing here. It's for Dobby Rube. Rube one-on-one, and a good save by Luke Lorak. Ends up forcing a second corner for Sydney City. Here's Hall to take it once again. Hall whips it in, looking for goalkeeper, but it's cleared away by Isla Snooks.
Yeah, Sydney currently possess the league's best lowest goals against. The problem is they're joint lowest in goals for, too. So the key for them is just put the ball in the back of the net, because you've got the defensive spine. It's just, can you get that end product?
Yeah, and that's another question I think that should be posed to them. Do we think that perhaps it'll just be a low-scoring affair, looking at 0-all, 1-0 here?
It could be.
And Aspilicueta's shot is blocked by Snooks, was offside anyway.
Yeah, if Sydney's going to get a goal, it's going to probably be from Aspilicueta. I believe he has 6 of their 7 goals this season.
Wow. Well, I mean, they will need to likely find someone secondary in attack if they look to put up a convincing win, but as long as they can get one from Aspilicueta this game, they should be able to at least put one up, as here he is with it now, running down the left side against Snooks. Aspilicueta whipped in for Lopta, and a good header, but was directed right to the feet of Lorak, who scooped it up no trouble.
Yep, easy save there for Luke Lorak. It was a good build-up, but the header didn't have the pace or the placement to really challenge the keeper.
Yep, there's now an attack here. It's over the wing of Silva Druid. Druid against keeper and Scarpetta. Both players covering. Selic! Great tap-in goal! Just beats Roberto Scarpetta. And his left foot finds the back of the net. Certified Problem, not in position to block it. And Accra find themselves 1-0 up.
And who did I say at the start was going to be one of the guys to watch for Accra? Konstantin Selic. Druid has 2 defenders on him, puts the ball in. Selic just peels off the defender just a little bit, sticks out a long leg. Certified Problem is certified frozen on the line. 1-0 to Accra.
And already they look to mount a secondary attack here. Finds Kofi Archer. Archer whips in for Selic, now Rigmarole. Back to Selic. Selic from outside the area and just off the top of the bar there. And he made it 2-0 already.
Trying to hit Sydney with a change-up there.
Yeah, but just couldn't catch the zone. Selic runs back for Jordan Jaka. Back to him from Sinclair. Another header Selic, but not much on it. Problem scoops it up, no trouble.
Accra smelled blood in the water.
They look again to try and find that same little play here, but Selic is being marked well by Scarpetta, and goalkeeper also did well there. And now a counter-attack mounting here for Sydney. Aspilicueta looks it back for Rube. Gonzalez looks out of position, and a one-on-one. Aspilicueta converts. It's 7 from 8, and it's 1-1.
Connor Aspilicueta does what he does, and that is score goals. This is a pretty direct counter-attack by Sydney. Great ball there by Rube. And Aspilicueta just sneaks in behind the defenders. Larock way off his line, but Aspilicueta, patient, takes the touch and slots it home into a vacant net. 1-1.
Yeah, well, we mentioned that it might be a 0 or 1-0 game, but already we have goals for both sides in the first half. Definitely feel like that was some good positioning there by Dobby Rube to just get it back in. Aspilicueta read for play well and just caught Snooks out of position and ends up getting them a huge chance. And now here's Holcavato! That might be called back.
Yeah,
and it has been.
Flag is up.
Oh, a huge disallowed goal there, denying Holcavato. That will be very, very difficult for Sydney City to stomach, but they'll be content with being able to know that it can put the pressure on and try and build on more of those chances.
Yeah, especially from someone that isn't Connor Aspilicueta, because like I was saying before, they've been relying on him. Here's a chance for Accra.
Yeah, it was well snuffed out by the other Scarpetta. I believe that was Christian, as here's Cherdan Chaka. Chaka with a very looping ball finds Kofi Archer on the other end of it, basically right on his foot. Archer back in for, but Roberto Scarpetta blocks that one. And free kick gets it to Lopta, who woofs it clear.
A little bit sloppy there in the box from Sydney, but ultimately doesn't lead to a goal as we go into halftime. It is 1-1 and a pretty entertaining first half. You know, not an overwhelming amount of shots, but like there's been chances. There's been some, you know, good looks. We got a goal for each side. And yeah.
Yeah, it definitely feels like the quality of chances, in spite of the shots on target being even at 3 apiece, the quality of chances has definitely been better for Accra, but, I mean, Certified Problem has been known to outperform the XG as we see the substitutions perhaps being underway here. Do you think that they can find another way past him? I mean, they were able to get it to Konstantin Salic, but it seems like the Scarpetta brothers have marked him well since.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is a tough team to break down offensively and you know, get the goals that you need, but for Sydney, you know, are they going to get some help for Aspilicueta in this game? We saw Holcavato's goal call back for offside. You know, that might be a nice confidence boost for some of the supporting players because, again, Aspilicueta's kind of been carrying that offense this season. Giacomo Carboni is on for direct free kick for Sydney. So that is a change.
Yeah, direct free kick on that. Oh, it looked like goalkeeper's moved it to the left side and Carboni is off to the right as Dobby Rube nearly has an opportunity, but, well, right on the play by Larac and just boots that one clear and makes sure nothing comes of it. I feel like it's a interesting change there, but I mean, direct free kick didn't really have much of an involvement, so I feel like it's a fair assessment to have to just say, okay, let's get another man on in right back and see if they can maybe push up more and perhaps deliver those balls in to Aspilicueta or Rube, or as we saw, Holcavato as another intercept there for Cherdan Chaka. Chaka, I believe, has 50 interceptions coming into this match, so that is a lot of work being done there on defense by that right back. And Selic takes the ball back and he's put it wide. That was a perfect opportunity. He might have been able to wait on it a bit more, but he just pushed it over too far.
Rare mistake from Certified Problem, and he gets let off the hook by the finishing there of Selic. You would normally expect Selic to finish that.
Yeah, there's another intercept here now for Zaid. Well won back there by Corleone. As Lopta worked back for the Scarpetta brothers. Berto will find Lopta. I'll just decide to go all the way back with it. believe there has to be a chance created here. There it is. It's Silver Druid who finds Sinclair, wins it back, dashing down the wing, decides not to take the option, turns it round back for Kimoyatu, but it was a good stop, a foot stop by Problem to deflect that one wide for a corner.
Kick save and a beauty from Certified Problem.
Yeah, almost like a Henrik Lundqvist style of save as now they look to rebuild off of that corner. They want it back from a clearance. Here's Rigmarole, deflected off of Carbone and ends up being taken in by Problem.
Certified Problem again been huge for Sydney this season. I mean, you can't really underestimate the impact he's had on a team that's, you know, been through a lot. Been a bit of a soft rebuild going on. But he's been great.
Claudio Scarpetta. During that, I did mistake him for Christian Scarpetta. It's Claudio. Now Zaid. On back, I believe, by Kimoyatu. At least it was gotten back to Sinclair. Now here's Druid. Druid with a long ball in. Try to find Rigmarole, but Carbone well there to win it back. Good work by the substitute. The only substitute of this match here to be able to win that one. As here's Lopter trying to lost Raspel-Equator, but he's got two men on him in Snooks and Chaka. Equator is forced off. He won't be the one taking the shot here. Tries to find Lopter, but a good save there by Rack, and he picks that ball out of the air.
Yeah, good work there by Aspilicueta. Drew out a couple defenders. You know, is able to get that ball into the box. But routine save in the end from Larac.
Yeah, as now here's Silver Druid. Right past keeper Aspilicueta playing well back there, and a good read by Zaid to stop the back pass for Chaka to try and set up that attack, and now a centering ball by Druid Kimoyatu finds Druid again! Oh, Problem was way back in his net, almost right in there, but ends up just fisting the ball out and making sure that one didn't get by the line.
Hey, it doesn't matter how it stays out, it just has to stay out. As we chug on into these final few minutes very quickly.
Yeah, it's going to be Archer on this throw here with 3.5 left in regulation. I have to imagine there will at least be 2 or 3 minutes here for stoppages as Corleone tried a shot blocked by Scarpetta and cleared by Scumina Holcavoto. Aspilicueta now back for Holcavoto. Lost one up for Rube. Rube, does he have a pace? Oh, it looks like it's going to be offside anyway on Rube. So it was a good play, but well, not a little in the context of the match. As he as Chaka finds Druid. Now Kimoyatu always hit the bar. And that might do it. It's only been 1 minute being added on. And that will do us 1-1 draw. Adowa, Accra, and Sydney City will share the points.
Yeah, Certified Problem and the brothers coming up big again for Sydney. They withstood a lot of pressure from a very talented Accra team, and you know, that steals a point. And you know, when you need every point you can in this league. But yeah, I mean, the star players got the goals in the first half, and then just the defense stole the show in the second.
Yeah, it was some good work there by Roberto Scarpetta and Giacomo Carbone on that right side of the pitch. They did well to block any attacks coming through, but Conor Aspilicueta will earn Man of the Match honours for that one. As we move on to match number 2 on the card, and I believe this is Athênai versus União Sao Paulo.
Yep, first versus last on the current table. For the record, Sydney jumps up to 4th temporarily. Athênai are currently top on 14 points. Sao Paulo are 4th on -3. On the last match day, Sao Paulo lost 2-1 to Accra. And Athênai beat Tokyo 1-0. And then in the previous meeting, it was 2-1 to Athênai. So, yeah, Athênai have had a very good go of it so far this season. Obviously, they're top of the league. Sao Paulo, it's been a bit of a rocky season for them, and with Accra now 6 points clear of them, this is, you know, it's starting to get a little late early. You know, it might be a little early to call this, you know, time to buckle down and get some dubs, but yeah, it is. They need them, and they need them soon. It's a 4-4-2-4 versus a 4-2-3-1 with 2 defensive midfielders. I assume Sao Paulo is just going to try and clog up Zone 14. as we get underway.
Yes, we did have one change, I believe, as Magnus Jaeger has been swapped out, I believe. I wasn't quite able to catch who it was. As early on, it's a free kick here. And Dele, nearly found the back, but it was Anderson that made the save, and Brock Sherwood, who was actually the man they have brought in to replace the aforementioned Jaeger, and I'll be very content with that to make an early stop. As here, Gintonic finds Jeffrey Levere, but his shot goes well over the top.
Yeah, and on that first attempt by Sao Paulo, there was a guy lurking right there if there wasn't that clearance. As time is ticking away very quickly in this match.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's been much opportunities thus far, even half an hour into the match. Here's Anivier. Anivier getting right by Yoka. We'll have a look on Anderson and crosses it in, and it's headed away there by Ramirez and taken by Cal Labovic. Labovic will send it long, and here's Levere's one-on-one, but Lexington's back for it and ends up getting back to make the stop. I think Levere could have perhaps taken an earlier shot there.
Yeah, it was a nice ball in by Labovic, but I think Levert was a little too passive there. He needed to fire away earlier.
Yes, now there's Owen 44 trying to put one into the bottom corner, but tucked away there by Adam Rage for a corner kick. Didi Yoka to take it. Whipped in there, looking for 44 again, but was knocked away by Fred, and now taken up by Biscuit. Biscuit against Zinedine Gintonic. Looking for a quick look through, but Gintonic did well to get by Coffee Biscuit and get it back to Cal Labovic. Cal Labovic, interestingly, has covered the most distance out of anyone in that first half of the season, 111 kilometers. Just absolutely insane distance.
Also third in the Golden Boot chase entering this match day, behind only Dogwood Maple and Torres from Cairo. And we'll see them coming up soon. They're going head-to-head on this
Fisher
match
with a decent shot, but not much going through there as Jokic tries to swing it away, and again it's cleared by Fred. Now by Labovic. Trying to work against Imbrimovic, and instead headed away on that cross by Inchan. Now by Adele. With a lot of defenders covering him, looks like 4 on him, and Gintonic eventually wins it back.
Yeah, it feels like one-way traffic in this first half. Sao Paulo have bent, but they haven't broken. But they have also not created too many real good opportunities. Maybe they'll make me eat my words.
There's one from Intian, but it was blocked by Sherwood. Just kind of trickled away, and Anderson just decided, I'll scoop this up, no problem. Ramirez finds Gintonic. Now to the centre of the park with Brock Sherwood. Long ball out for Fisher. Fisher long whip in for Labovic, and a good stop by Adam Rage. That looked to just be trickling into the bottom corner of the net, but he did well to scoop it up, as that will take us to the break. And you see, only one shot on target there for Sao Paulo, 2 overall. They have not had many opportunities, despite having a clear majority of possession.
Yeah, but it's what you do with that possession. Athênai have used it to try and batter them down. You know, again, they've bent, but they haven't broken. Let's see if they try and go for it a little bit more in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, they need to find at least something here, Sao Paulo, because I feel like, sure, you can steal a point away from Athênai here, but it's not going to do much to try and save you from that relegation. If you can steal one here, and the way they've played this last 45 minutes, they haven't looked like scoring too much, but if they can sneak a goal through, you never know. They can try and find something, as second half now underway here. And it looks like they'll get the first real bite of the cherries, and Brimovic finds Biscuit, marked there by Lockyer. Back to Adenivier, now Brimovic finds Coffee Biscuit, and it was offside, but Didi Yoka looked to block that one clear for a corner had it not been the initial violation. There's Fred, back to Clan, I believe it was Inchan earlier, apologies for that. Now Nivier, nearly blocked by Lind, and the ball just deflected to Imbrimovic. He tried to put one up into the top shelf, but it was well read by Anderson. He stopped that one from coming through.
Anivier has been on his game.
Yes, now his own 44 now, looking for an opportunity, but it was blocked down by Mayhem and then taken by Rage.
It's just going to eat some
Rage
clock.
looking for an option. Now Mayhem tries to get one to the left side through Fesenvitz. Ayodele creeping forward in attack now, Sao Paulo. Ayodele with a nice run through, finds a biscuit. Olivier to his right, just goes himself to the right edge. Whips it back in for Olivier. Oh, he hits a post. Ball's loose. Cleared by Yoka. Oh, that was a huge opportunity for Sao Paulo. And it doesn't look like they're done yet. Here's Olivier trying to get by Yoka. Now I think Inclan. Inclan back to the center of the park for Fred. Fred sends it to the left wing through Fesenvitz. Now Ayodele to Fred. Inclan lost it. Fischer, Olivier deflects around. Imbrimovic back to Inclan. Back in for Olivier. His shot is deflected clear. Oh no, it didn't actually touch Anderson. Rather, in fact, sails over the bar. It looked like it took a deflection.
Sao Paulo have come out flying in this second half. Something they desperately needed.
Yeah, they needed it there and weren't able to capitalize. Here's 44 for shot blocked there. Mayhem got it back there for Rage after ping-ponged around again. Almost feels like a foosball table being played here as a corner now. Chance for Sao Paulo. And Olivier sent long where Biscuit was trying to wait off the edge of it, but he wasn't there. Now Jeffrey Lever. Lever had open space to his left. Just opted to play it back for Lynn. Now with Sherwood. Over to Fisher. Fisher down the left flank. Walks back for Yoka, who was in support. Now they center it again. Fisher walking on his inside. Here's Lever one-on-one, and it's put it home! Jeffrey Lever! Right into the bottom corner of the net, off of the post and in. Adam Rage could do nothing to stop that one, and Athênai finally break the deadlock.
Yeah, it's a great ball by Fisher. Levert keeps his cool, keeps on side, finishes. That was a bang call that I thought in real time was offside. We're going to get another look here. Ooh, that is perfectly timed. Lexington just barely keeps him on. And a good finish. And unfortunate for Sao Paulo, who have been significantly better in the second half, but now find themselves behind.
Yeah, it's the same old story as Ramirez is shot well wide of the mark. Just trying a bit of a miracle ball there from 25 out. Here's a throw in now, right in attacking territory. Sao Paulo looking to just keep it as it is, and they can't! It's Labovic! Labovic has scored another, his 8th of the campaign. He heads one home on a beautiful cross in. It's Yoka to Fisher, walked back, long ball, and put home.
Yeah, there were a lot of bodies there going up for that ball, but it finds the head of Cal Labovic, this team's top scorer. And he does it again, and that's an insurance goal that Athênai could definitely use. And with 23 minutes to go, it looks like they will remain top for another match day.
Well, so long as they can not have this one go through, but Coffee Biscuit just tried to one-time it and ends up firing it too high.
Yeah, Sao Paulo needs more of that just with the actual finish.
Yeah, familiar place there with that thrown on the left wing here. Sherwood trying to go in for Labovic, but Adam Rage read the play well that time. Ends up making the stop. Joker finds Fisher on the left flank. Oh, he tried to just send one quickly, but he only just got his toes to it rather than the side of the foot. He couldn't direct that one towards the net. An opportunity perhaps for Sao Paulo to attack.
Yeah, and with 11 minutes to go, they need to get something going.
Yeah, as they look now for Lexington. Lexington over to Mayhem. Mayhem finds Ayodele on that left edge. A lot of instructions being barked there on the side of Athênai as here's Imbrimovic. Inclan back to Olivier with Biscuit. Back in for Inclan. Inclan for Imbrimovic! Oh, he hit that one hard but couldn't find the direction on it.
Yeah, that's the last few chances for Sao Paulo. It's just been they can create, but the final shots just haven't been good.
Yeah, it's now Lavelle. That left wing had no chance to get past Holy Diver. Fisher now in for 44. Now for Gintonic. Gintonic shot blocked by Mayhem. Oh, Rage is well out of position here, but they couldn't find the ball. Sherwood now with Fisher. Fisher looked to Yoka, went back to Sherwood. Sherwood does go to Yoka. Yoka's ball is deflected by Holy Diver out for a corner. Yoka flicked in there, looking for Lynn, but it looked like that was cleared away. And it's Vesinovic who puts the ball well out of play.
Yep, as we go into stoppage time. Still nothing really brewing.
I need to at least find something here, Sao Paulo, to break a clean sheet perhaps. Here's an Olivier, worked back for Inclán. Inclán now to Oblimovic, good block by Lynn. Inclán a header, Lynn goes up again to block it. Inclán gets it back. Not much time left now, probably one last roll of the dice and maybe you can win it back, but you feel like Athênai would be able to park the bus from there. Inclán now to Lexington, over to Ladiva. Olivier just can't really find a way through here in Brimovic. Oh, it was a ball pull out, and it ends up being taken over, and that will do us. Athênai takes a 2-0 victory over Sao Paulo, a huge win for them as they will remain at the top of the table.
Yep, and a pretty brutal loss for Sao Paulo when you consider, they are now 6 points back of, escaping the drop zone. So, obviously, it's tough. You're playing the first place team in the league on the road. I get it. But at the same time, you kind of need something from this game, even just a point. But, 2-0, that ain't going to get it done. And you can't really say that they were the better team today because Athênai distinctly were.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a good performance all around, while Sao Paulo just got good performances out of their players in the centre, Mayhem, Lexington, Macfred and Inclán, and that's all they could really get out of it. But I just have to lick their wounds and come back for their final 6 match days as we move to our third match, which is Catalunya versus Cairo City.
Yep, Cairo sitting 4th in the table on 10 points. Well, actually 5th now because Sydney jumped them. Catalunya are 2nd and are looking to keep pace with Athênai. And of course, the story of this game is going to be Dogwood Maple, who spearheads that 4-1-4-1 of Catalunya against Torres for Cairo City, sitting up top in their 4-1-4-1. The top 2 in the Golden Boot race going head-to-head. You'll love it.
Yeah, they'll both be looking to try and convert their own chances here as Cairo City will get first touch of a football here. It's whipped in early. Here's Tim. Possible an opportunity, but it's dove on there by Gunnarsson. And an early opportunity well read by the keeper and snuffed out.
Yep, getting the reps in early.
Here's Juha Järvinen. Thrown quickly from a flop face. Now Järvinen again cutting through just by Bjorkus. Centering the ball all by himself out to Vince Vins. Now works for Mojo Rising. Back for Busquets. Busquets challenged by Possible. Just got it back over to Rising. Rising again. Look how centralized this defense is. And really how centralized the attack is as well. All of these teams, or both of these teams rather, staying in that center of the park. Here's Akocha finally able to cut in through the flank, but a good block there by Hood. And Staines will clear.
Yeah, both teams playing very attacking 4-1-4-1s, and when you factor in, 4-man back line and defensive midfielder, it's going to get really busy at the top of those boxes.
Yes, now here's Dogwood Maple, mentioned as a primary attacker, one of the leaders in the Golden Boot race. That one just flicked away by, well, actually, one flicked away by who, but it kind of missed everyone. As here's Akocha, back for Vins. Works back for him, and eventually the cross couldn't find the flop face and is headed away by Ask Jeeves. Staines will clear it here. A counter-attack here. Franco Torres one-on-one was well offside.
Yeah, I mean, he was so offside, he was basically in the Mediterranean.
Well, it is basically the midpoint between these two teams, Catalunya and Cairo. As here's Nudo finding Bjorkus, and Bjorkus had his shot saved by Gunnarsson.
Yep, Gunnarsson was following that attack all the way. Moves naturally. Easy save. Corner kick.
There's a good header there by Pierre Hood. Again, just couldn't find a target.
Another corner.
Ask Jeeves, that time whipping it in towards Torres, but headed away by Juliusson. Tim Possible ends up being on the receiving end of it. Hood finds Adasov. Now for Bjorkas. Had some opportunity to his left, goes to his right instead for Adasov, and another block by Juliusson. Sends it away for yet another corner. How long can they stay with it here? Jeeves again whips it in for Powdered Toastman, but that time Wilson was there for it.
Yeah, Cairo have looked the better team these first 25 or so minutes. Let's see if they can turn that pressure into, goals.
Yes, here's Adasov, walked for Noodle. Noodle stepping through, now Adasov again. Franco Torres asks Jeeves. Jeeves with a long ball, but Gunnarsson read it well. There's Alexander Gunnarsson that makes the save.
Yeah, trying to at least test the keeper, but not a lot of venom put into that one to even create a rebound.
Now Adasov hit their opportunity, saved by Gunnarsson. Sent over for a corner kick. Here's Jeeves to take it once again, and again Juliusson is there to head it away. Dogwood Maple. Forward for Okocha. Maple not really in the position right now, so who's going to take that lead striker? It's looking like it might be Okamoto or McFlopface. Perhaps I'll just find a way to change it around. Here's Yarvin in a shot. It looked like it was going wide, but Elmas the Heretic tipped it to the right side and results in a corner. Now Vins. Worked in, and again a good header by Pierre Hood. Now Jokkel Juliusson. Oh, Vins just left it be. Knew he was offside and ends up being called for it anyway. Ready, sent back for Hood. Looking to perhaps get a centralized attack going. Worked in for Tim Possible. Now Adasov. Bjorkas for Torres. Torres sends Noodle in. Noodle's shot is across the face for a goal kick.
Yeah, Noodle, I believe the current league leader in assists. Not used to being the not used to finishing. Playmaking is his thing.
Yeah. One of the toughest parts of being able to be a playmaker is also being able to finish ones yourself. Just so long as you can create, though, should be okay. As now Juliusson finds Vins. Vins finds Okocha on the left side. Now in for Rising. Rising will look to send it back in for Okocha, and a good block by Powdered Toastman for a corner.
Good work by Okocha to find the open space and get the shot off, but good save there.
Yes, now Okamoto. Back in for Vins. And Vins was considered offside. Good work on him. Perhaps an offside trap there by Cairo City.
Yeah, I think that's like the third or fourth offside. Here comes Rising.
Rising's shot was tipped by the Heretic. And it just rested before the goal line, so ends up being sent out for a throw-in. Throw-in ends up with Rising after a touch on Okocha.
Catalunya, after a sluggish start, they've looked a lot better these last few minutes. Feels like they're banging
finally
on the door.
able to make some opportunities. And they'd kick it down. Yarvinen whipped in. Good header from Freddie. Tim Possible doing well to outrace Busquets to it. Possible down the right side. Busquets not really trying to challenge the ball here. Trying to block a cross. And Juliusson is the one that does so for hefty left foot clearance. She's now back for Staines. 1-2's are back. Oh, a good stop by McFlopface. Could have conceded a penalty there.
Yep, it's a fine line, but he managed to toe it perfectly.
Yeah, just got all ball there, really, as here's Ketchup Noodle. Will he take a shot? No, he opts against it. Walks back for Adasov. Now asks Jeeves in for Staines. Blocked by Yarvinen. Now Freddie. Freddie had it ricochet off Okamoto and rolls out for a throw-in as we see the break take us. It is 0-0 at the break, and Cairo have a majority of the chances, but again, both keeping the same amount of shots on target with 4 apiece, and possession pretty even across the board.
Yeah, Gunnarsson has been absolutely critical for Catalunya, who came out a little bit slow in those first 25 or so minutes. Came into it a little bit more in the latter half of the half. But that's not, they need to get something going in the second half to keep Athênai within an arm's distance.
Yeah, they looked like the more threatening side throughout, but no, it was kind of a tale of two halves in the first half, where, it seemed like Cairo just had all of the early opportunities, and then Catalunya were the ones to rally late to try and find an option, and neither side could end up breaking past the keepers. Gunnarsson and Elmas Verhadetic, both of them have been pretty unsung thus far.
Yeah, and also Cairo's just been really good at defensive positioning, catching the Catalunya players offside. I think there were like 3 or 4 in that first half where looked like Catalunya had some vibes going, as Clark and McPossum come on for McFluffface and Okamoto. Sam Siege comes on for Felix Arasov. But
I do question that, as Heretic read that one well and just stopped a shot opportunity for Dogwood Maple. Reason why I say it, I feel like Felix Arasov has been decent, but perhaps they like for opportunities more with Sam Siege to be able to try and convert. But now we see Okocha. Defended there by Sam Siege. Okocha whips it in there for Järvinen! Järvinen gets his first! And Catalunya have gone up!
Well, it's not who you expected Catalunya to take the lead with, but it doesn't matter who puts it in the back of the net. That they do. Okocha has 2 defenders on him, puts in a really good cross, and Järvinen peels off. I think that was Freddie that was on him. Heads home. Catalunya 1, Cairo 0. Great. You couldn't ask for a better start to the second half than that.
Yeah, they will be fully content with that one, as it looked like the centre-backs were so intent on just marking Dogwood Maple and the substitute Jackson Clark that they just couldn't find anyone in that 6-yard box. So instead they look wide, and it ends up being a great cross to find the head of Juha Järvinen, and finally opening up his account as Franco Torres' run over wing was snuffed out by Juliusson and then cleared back, but Cairo City took the clearance and now will retain possession as there's a shot from Bjorkus. It's just wide. The good tap in, but just couldn't find the angle.
Yeah, Cairo showing a little bit of resolve right after the goal. Looked to build nicely, but the finish wasn't there.
As now Tim Possible will work it to catch up Noodle. Back in for Possible. Possible parks around McPossum. Now Sam Siege back for Noodle once again. Noodle's in ball for Torres! And Torres has 9! And it's been called back. Oh, that one will sting. It looked like he was well in position there, and it is very, very close, but Franco Torres called back.
Yeah, Cairo getting a taste of their own medicine with that offside. They were so good at forcing them from Catalunya, and Catalunya's like, well, I see your offside and raise you this.
You'll have to be happy with just setting that. It just looked like a very borderline call, but a call made nonetheless. The shot by Clark is saved there by Elmas Verhadetic and cleared away into the straight almost by Ask Jeeves.
Yeah.
Go in now.
Pedestrians, please be aware of flying footballs.
Yeah, well, we haven't seen many shots that have been that far out, but that clearance was the first time that we really saw one just sent for a ride. There's a clearance there by Gunnarsson. Behind the head of Powdered Toastman, who positioned himself well for it. Now Cairo looking to have her own attack. Tries to send Sam Siege through. Got it back to Ask Jeeves. Ask Jeeves a shot. Oh, it was saved by Gunnarsson. And the rebound sat. It was cleared away eventually, I believe, by Lee Fist. And that one will be a bit of an escape there for Catalunya.
Yeah, Cairo are pouring on the pressure, but Catalunya are holding serve.
As there's a good stop on that attack from Sam Siege. Now a long ball out, and immediately Cairo looked to set the pressure on once again. Walked in for Tim Possible. Possible shot is saved there by Gunnarsson, and now another corner kick.
Gave him way too much space on that shot, even though, you know, it was saved. That's a good look from Possible.
Yeah, they'll be content with that once again, as Possible worked out for Jeeves. Jeeves, a long ball. Finds Staines on the opposite side of the field, in for Sam Siege, and it hits a post. Oh, another opportunity where chances have gone begging here for Cairo. They need to be able to find someone to convert these chances.
Yeah, this has got to be a very frustrating game for Cairo, because it's not that they're not creating chances. They're creating plenty of them. They're just not finishing them.
Let's see another chance with Okocha, and it was a decent enough shot, but never really threatened the handles of Elmas Vahadatic, and he stops that one as that clearance knocked down by Freddie. Finds Ketchup Noodle. Now for Patrick Bjorkus. Back for Jeeves. Now Freddie. Bjorkus over to Staines. They're trying to find a little hole. They do through Torres, but another save there by Gunnarsson, and looks like there had already been a flag up. Another offside for Franco Torres on a shot opportunity.
At the top of the yeah, zone 14, the top of the box is just absolutely a traffic jam right now. We've been seeing it pretty frequently, especially when Cairo's got the ball and they're trying to break down. It's just a wall of shirts.
Yep, as now that will be sent out of play by Busquets. Just about 13 and a half to play here, as ready now for Bjorkus. Sends it in for Tim Possible. Looking to get over to the left side, and Järvinen may have blocked the person. It doesn't matter, it's Franco Torres again! And they finally found him, and the ball was onside that time. So they will equalize at last.
That's got to be a relief for Cairo, who've been pouring on the pressure, and they finally find their reward. Who else but Torres? Nice little tap in at the near post. Gunnarsson, who's been great all match. Just hopeless there at the near post. Let's see if they can grab a second and win this game. They've definitely created more of the chances.
Yeah, just if they can capitalize on them. 7 minutes to play here. Sam Siege whipped in for Jeeves. Back for Possible. Now with Freddie. Over to Bjorkus. Bjorkus for Torres. Torres, a long shot! Oh, what a finish! And Cairo have gone up away. What an absolute strike by Franco Torres. And a huge goal in the course of this match, in the course of the season. Cairo are in front.
I mean, take a bow, Franco Torres. Take a frickin' bow. That is a thing of beauty. I don't even need to break that down. Just watch the replay. It's beautiful. This game has
for those of us who may not be able to watch the match, it's a shot from just outside the D of the penalty area and just put away to his right side as Freddie shot there. Tried again to find the top corner, but wasn't quite towards the corner there, and Gunnarsson does well to knock that one down and take it into the hands. Sent long there, looking to try and set Dogwood Maple, who has been quiet thus far. Back in for Clark, and it's a long header from about the area, and while it was headed with power, it didn't have too much on it.
You know who's really enjoying
Maple
this right
once
now
more.
Is Athênai. They're going to be 4 points clear if this holds.
Yeah, well, I'll be happy with that win they just had over Sao Paulo. If you did miss that, well, sorry for spoiling you, but you do have the ability to rewind the premiere to see the highlights of that match. As here's Leaf Fist. 1.5 minutes to go here in regulation, and likely a couple minutes for stoppages thanks to the 3 goals being scored. Here's Powdered Toastman. Over to Staines. Staines over to Tim Possible. Possible now back to Staines. Just continue to push down the left wing. Here's Bjorkus. Fist left him a bit unmarked, but got back to make the block, and another corner.
I feel like Bjorkus has been absolutely everywhere today.
2 minutes is the signal from the 4th official, so that is how long we'll have left here. Looks like one final attack here. Järvinen to McPossum. Back to him. McPossum in for Juliusson. Juliusson playing well ahead. Okocha whipped out there by Ketchup Noodle. And Cairo come back to take this one 2-1.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And you can't say they did not deserve it. they had to fight. They had to, they had to persevere. But, you get the 2 goals from your talisman. That's the thing about Franco Torres. Having that sort of superstar, he is a game winner. He can single-handedly turn the tide of a match. And that will put Cairo, I believe, up to 3rd temporarily. Because they will leapfrog Hollywood, who hasn't played yet. But they are our next match against Tokyo. Hollywood currently
It's our final match of this match day.
Yeah, the best attack in the league with 16 goals for is Hollywood as they line up in a 4-2-4. And Tokyo, who are second bottom on 6 points, lining up in a 4-1-4-1. In the previous match, it was a 2-2 draw in Tokyo.
Yeah, now playing in California, underway here already. Possible trying to work against Shinji Kaido. Kaido, one of the few players, I believe, on Tokyo's team that are native, as well as Asagi. Now here's Gerard, who has been one of the greatest setup players, has it tackled away by Helena Soderberg.
Yeah, had the 3 or 4 corner assists in that game against Accra 2 weeks ago, where they just poured on corner after corner.
Yeah, well, we mentioned before it was 5 goals conceded in that match, as that'll be something that Tokyo will perhaps hope to put on more here against Hollywood, as Albshon Touche finds Kaido. Walks back now for Visser. Over to Albshon Touche. Hayden now for Nessa. Nessa over to Soderberg. Smart 1-2, but a block by Liang Kwai. And that one will go over for a kick. Asagi walked in there. Scott Sterling. Oh, he went up for it and kind of just missed everyone there and ends up just being fetched out there by Hollywood, and they will get it clear.
Yeah, he's lucky no one got to that because Tokyo had a wide open net to knock that one into.
Yes, here's Asagi sent through on a run by Visser, but it's across the face. Never really challenged Sterling, and that will go for a goal kick.
That was a really good ball in, but yeesh, that finish was not good.
Yeah, one thing notable about Hollywood, there are a lot of veterans. The last player, I believe Gerard, is the youngest of the teams, but is already in his 5th season. That is a very old side.
Ooh.
Oh, good slide tackle there, George Costanza. Just able to stop that one as he clears out for tiki-taka, sends Rashford through. What can Miko and Ashford find against Albshon Touche and Vercetti? Works back for Liang Kwai now for Jones. Bobby shot. Oh, it's blocked by Vercetti, and a rebound by Jones. Couldn't be converted.
Yeah, Jones had a really, good... He had a wide open net to work with. I feel like
just couldn't find the angle there. Josh Berger was, however, looking at the ball at least, so he was ready to make a dive if he absolutely had to, but it was well wide of the net, not worth it. As here's Kaido working against Hun Possible. Back in for Isagi, centered for Albshon Touche. Isagi once more, closely guarded there by Rashford. Now over to Hayden. In for Soderberg. Now to Ness. Gerard to Costanza. Liang Kwai will send it clear. Here's Taka. Working now against Mike Rupp. Back for Gerard. Gerard, who has so many assists, tries to find Jones on the end of that. Rashford tries to swoop in, but Vercetti was there for it and ends up doing well. Squall Vercetti. Another veteran. Been here since the start of the Simulation Soccer League. Some good work there. Oh, Berger just barely had to reach out to stop that one.
Yeah, Hollywood have been ramping up the pressure, but so far Tokyo is bent but not broken, and it's not that they've created some. Oh, what a ball!
As now here's Sky Rise sent through by Caleb Hayden, but Sterling made sure to narrow the angle and gave no opportunity there for Tokyo to send one through.
Yeah, it was a great through ball by
now
Hayden.
for Ness. Yeah, did well for it.
Oh!
This is a long shot, but just hoofed it a bit too far.
Yeah, you don't exactly expect Fullback to score right-footed from there, but left back.
Yeah, well, any attempt is a good attempt, perhaps, in the eyes of Tokyo. As that one was knocked down there by Visser. They try and send him through there. Rice try to find Asagi, but the defender was there to swarm him. Now he is Tiki-Taka one-on-one, chips him, and Tiki-Taka scores! It's 1-0 Hollywood thanks to a beautiful chip shot finish. Tiki-Taka puts Hollywood up.
Oh, that was pretty. Rise loses the ball in midfield. Great win by Costanza, and then immediately out on the counter. Great ball into Taka, and then Berger. I'd like a side of chips with that burger, please. 1-0 Hollywood. League's best attack does it again.
Yeah, goal number 17 for them in this currently their 8th match, already averaging well over 2 goals a game. They'll look to perhaps extend here is now Soderberg, just blocked by Gerrard. Here's Skyrise! And Rise equalizes right back. It didn't take long. Tokyo have equalized.
Buckle up, we're in for some chaos. Alvason Touche, great ball into Soderberg. Soderberg takes a touch. Rise slips through and finishes well. Skyrise lost the ball on the first goal. Makes amends by equalizing.
Yes, it was Spack Jarrow who just kind of let Skyrise slip through there. Ends up conceding perhaps, and he'll likely take a bit of a brunt of that one as Tiki-Taka sends through Ricky Bobby already. Look at the chaos! Ricky Bobby! It's already 2-1! And we're only 40 minutes in.
Wow, I mean, Ricky Bobby was off to the races there. Taka, great ball in. Bobby just sneaks around Vercetti. Berger comes way out, and Bobby is not missing from there. 2-1.
Yeah. Vercetti just seems so comprehensively beaten. He just never really gave Berger much of an opportunity to reposition himself. Bobby just decided to take it one side, shoot the other way, and already they're looking at another attack. It's on a Jones header. Just saved there by Berger.
Yeah, and those 3 goals came in the span of 2 minutes, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely insane. Just quick fire, one after the other as Possible will work it back for Portanesca. Last chance here of the first half. Impossible in, and Mike Rupp clears. Not for Soderberg. Soderberg, long ball. Skyrise. Last chance here for Tokyo! And is it 2-2? Yeah or no? They have called it back. Skyrise was offside. I thought he might have started in his own half there, but no, it was well past Jarrow and Costanza, and oh, that will be tough for Tokyo. Could have had the equalizer going into the break, but it's turned away.
And that was a great ball in from Soderberg, too, who had the assist on the first goal. But all I have to say about that first half is most sane soccer game played in Los Angeles in the last 7 days. But, yeah.
That's not much of a time frame.
Yeah, well, that, El Trafico is chaos incarnate. So... so we go into halftime. Hollywood 2-1 up. They've created the bulk of the looks. Tokyo have held their own. They're not getting played off the pitch, but trying to outgun Hollywood is not an easy thing to do when, like I said, best attacking team in the league. Does not look like we have any changes at halftime. Dance with the one that took you to prom, I suppose.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's only one substitute on the side of Hollywood, and that'll be Alessio Calvatore, perhaps just trying to shield in case of an injury. I'm actually not sure if that's the case. He might be out on loan, but it's part of a roster page that we have here. There's its early attack here from Tokyo. Try to find Soderberg, but that time Gerrard, who seemed pretty beaten thus far by Soderberg, does well to stop that one.
Yeah, get the ball to Soderberg seems to be Tokyo's main method of attack. Get it to Rise or Soderberg and have them work some magic, because Soderberg had a terrific first half. Got the assist on the goal and would have had the assist on the one that was offside. That right-hand side.
Oh, the substitute as well.
That right-hand side with Soderberg.
I was going to mention. Yeah, so Soderbergh has generally been like the one that I think they've gone to throughout their attack. Would you say that?
Yeah, Soderbergh and Rise are like the two. But they've been attacking a lot up that right-hand side. Like, even Ness has been involved a lot. Whoa.
Yeah, Mika Rashford trying to get a one-touch volley on there, but just put a bit too much sauce on it. Yeah, I was going to mention there is only one sub on the side of either side, so perhaps just making sure that in case something happens to Squall Vercetti, that perhaps I don't want to bring on Gary Hogg just yet. Save him in case of emergency. No need. It seems like the defense has played well thus far, or at least well enough for Tokyo, as Rise tries to get a header on it. Just knocked away there by Jarrow. Now Asagi for Abachan Touché. Ooh, a decent shot there from way out, and Scott Sterling didn't really have a dive on it and could have found the net there, but ends up just sailing wide right.
An ambitious look, but he didn't miss by much.
Yeah, well, if you see the open opportunity, just try to put it well. Just couldn't quite put the right aim on it. As here's Ricky Bobby winning it from Abachan Touché. Oh, Taka. I think he realized he was offside and just let it be, and it fell to Mike Rupp. Now Tokyo building an attack in Hollywood's half. Kaido tries to send through Caleb Hayden. Hayden's touch was good, but a great touch from Sterling sends it over for a corner kick.
Good ball, not a bad shot. Even better save from Scott Sterling.
Yeah, good football all round on that one, really. Just trying to find those opportunities as a ball was played back to the throw-in Visser. Abachan Touché, now back for Visser. Mike Rupp. Abachan Touché, now with Hayden to Soderbergh. Soderbergh to Skyrise, tries to get Visser involved, and Scott Sterling turns the ball behind there with a good right hand. Make sure that one doesn't fall through as Asagi will take this corner. Whipped in, Sterling comes out, Vercetti tries to get it Rupp now for Kaido! Oh, just over the top. And that'll be a goal kick. Hollywood surviving a scare.
Tokyo pouring on the pressure so far in this second half. But hasn't translated into an equalizer yet.
Yeah, they get another opportunity here. Again from Asagi, whipped in there, and that time headed away by Spack Jarrow. Kaido will play it back for Asagi, goes via the ground this time to Soderbergh. Now Asagi, oh, a bit of a poor touch there by Liang Kwai. One back there by Soderbergh, though, did well. Abachan Touché has a block by Rashford. Now Ricky Bobby finds Tiki Taka. Hollywood looking to build in a counter-attack, but immediately snuffed out by Mike Rupp and sent all the way back into Hollywood's defensive half.
Sometimes you just need to get that thing into row F as quickly as you can.
Yeah, you know, didn't have that much on it. Still was able to find it and get it out of play. About 20 yards out from Hollywood's goal line. So can't complain about a good clearance that basically snuffs out any counter-attacking chance. Now Hollywood looking to build here. Jones sends back for Jarrow. Now with Costanza to put an Esker. Looks back here for Jarrow. Now with Unpossible. Rashford to Jones. And just played around that right side where they kind of have been unfavoring it. Now here's Ricky Bobby. Bobby and Vercetti, and it's going to be offside there. Vercetti just able to mark it out well enough.
Yeah, nice recovery challenge there by Vercetti.
Yeah, even though it won't matter in the grand scheme of things, thanks to putting Bobby offside, as here's Unpossible down the flank here, sends for Ricky Bobby. That time it's been Vercetti clean, and it's a checkered flag finish. Ricky Bobby might have just sent Tokyo back home packing. It's 3-1.
Yep, you kind of figured there was another goal in this game. Great ball in by Possible. Bobby just peels off Vercetti, slots it home to the far post calmly, and yep, that is going to be a dagger. Oh, wow, that is tight. But Rupp just barely keeps him onside.
I think it might have also just been in line there with Squall Vercetti as well. So now Tokyo will need to try and find 2 goals in about 3 to 5 minutes. Sagi back to Visser, now with Kaido. Worked back. They're going to try and look to center it. Here's a chance of Soderberg and just touched away. No, offside.
I mean, they've had looks. They have absolutely had looks. But this game's about being clinical. Hollywood have finished their looks. Tokyo haven't. Oh my word.
Oh. Well, we just talked about nearly finishing, but that time it was just off the bar there. Shot by Emiliano Yoichi Isagi. Just was whipped right by Sterling, but it couldn't beat the woodworkers. Again, Tokyo had another chance go begging.
Almost made me eat
Soderberg.
mid-sentence.
Yeah, well, talk about a commentator's curse, but perhaps a bit of commentator's craft as that shot again. Another opportunity going over the top there, that time by Yannick Vesser.
Yeah, I'm not sure Tokyo
One last chance.
I'm not sure Tokyo can really be mad about the way they've played. I mean, they could be mad about the lack of end product, as that is full-time. I don't think you can be mad about the way you played. You just got to be mad at the final end product, because that was a pretty even game, back and forth. Lots of chances both sides. It's just one team finished, one team didn't. Moral of the story.
Yeah. I mean, you look at the successful shot percentage in a way. 50% of Hollywood shots on target, but only 5 of 23 from Tokyo. Even if Tokyo beat the men in the shot department by 7, they're still losing in on target, as they just about were even on the expected goals there, it looked like. But in regards to Hollywood, they'll be very content with that victory. In Tokyo, while tough, it does feel like they just couldn't convert their chances.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Tokyo, that leaves them 4 points back of Accra to escape the drop zone. Hollywood has jumped all the way up to second in the table, thanks to Catalunya's loss. As we take a look at the final standings at the end of this match day, Athênai maintain their lead and in fact pad it. They are now 3 points clear of Hollywood, 4 points clear of Catalunya and Cairo. This was a fantastic match day for the Greek outfit. Sydney in 5th on 11, Accra 6th on 10, and then Tokyo on 6 and Sao Paulo on 4 remain where they were in the relegation zone.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing Athênai could have really asked for is that Hollywood ended up losing that match. And, well, it did look like Tokyo had their chances, but they got a very favourable result there with that last 3 minutes, the last 15 minutes rather, in Cairo, with Franco Torres scoring that double and also having an offside chance turned away for a potential hat-trick of a 57th. Athênai, they looked tough in the first half, but Lever and Labovic both converted and got themselves the 2 crucial goals that they needed to go up, even though they will be tough to beat with Hollywood with that goal difference there. +5 in favour of Hollywood. If Hollywood ends up winning their match against Athênai, they're right back tied together.
Yep. But that does it for today's action. I hope everyone enjoyed the games today, and until next time, I'm Val. This has been Suck and Val.
Yeah, for all of us here at the Simulation Soccer League, we shall see you next time.